Welcome back to the final video of this chapter. So, we've been waiting for the answer for what is the mysterious thing hanging on the person's neck. We'll watch this video to find out.
Hey, Tom Shaka here. A couple weeks ago we did a video where we got a grinder and we cut up a Life Straw and a Sawyer Mini, and it did really well. Check it out. It's a pretty cool video. And then Life Straw themselves saw the video, and they sent us this clear Life Straw. In fact, let me come closer. I don't want to cut myself out of the camera here, but look at this thing. You can actually see right through it, and you can see the hollow fiber membranes here. So I wanted to do something cool today. Get outside, absolutely gorgeous, loving the weather, it's perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to dip my water bottle in the stream, or the little lake here. Oh, it's already murky. Look at that. I was thinking of throwing some mud in there. Then I'm going to muck up, and my hands will get dirty. And what the heck? I'll throw some mud and some extra stuff in here. Just clean my hands off. Perfect. Get rid of that. Shake it up. And then I'm going to drink out of here with this clear Life Straw. Right here, I just showed you. And I'm pretty excited to see how it tastes, how it comes through here clear and that type of thing. So the Life Straw, simply just pop the bottom off. I mean, I could just dip down there and drink right out of the stream, but I think this will be more fun. So, simple test. Here it goes, drinking with it for the Life Straw, dirty water. And you know what? I want to get closer so you can see this. How's that? Yeah. Oh, so it takes a little bit to suck the water through the membrane, so it's not going to happen immediately. Just keep that in mind. See that clear water? Sorry to spit on camera. Maybe you're thinking it's not appropriate, I don't know. But you can actually see that clear water right in the Life Straw.
So, for those of you who are wondering, this is a Life Straw. People use it to actually drink out of rivers or dirty water in developed countries, because unlike Singapore, we're very blessed and we have clean water. A lot of people in developed countries do not have access to clean water, so they do have to drink out of the river. So they sell this straw to people in developed countries, or they donate this straw so that they can drink out straight out of the river. So you can see that this is the clear water. And what do you think this is? The white paper here. Now, if this is a water filter, then this will be filter paper. But this is unlike the filter paper that we have. It is actually, the pores in this paper are actually a lot smaller, so that they can actually filter out more things out of the river water. So you can see here that there are very tiny filters here for people to filter out the water. So this is a Life Straw, and you can see a person drinking out the river from the Life Straw here. In Singapore, we do not need a Life Straw because all our water is treated. So I'm sure all of you are familiar with NEWater. Now, where is NEWater from? Well, it contains all our poop and bacteria and feces, and what happens is that it undergoes this process called microfiltration. So the filters here are even smaller than that of the filter paper, that the Life Straw, because it's able to filter out very small particles such as bacteria. That's why the NEWater you drink are very, very clean. So we're going on next to the last physical separation method for this semester, evaporation. So you realize, evaporation is classified under solution. So it's used to separate things in a solution. So let us consider this question. Can you separate salt from water by using filtration? What is the difference between salt and water and sand and water? Now, if you have realized, okay, salt actually dissolves in water, unlike sand. So salt water actually is a solution. So if you remember from previously, if things that dissolve in water are very small, so if they're very small, it passes through the filter paper pores. So you cannot separate salt from water using filtration. So this is the question in your note. So do note it down in the blank box in the last page of your notes. So filtration cannot be used to separate solutes from the solvent if it dissolves in the solvent because the solute particles are too small. So they will pass through the pores of the filter paper. So what happens is that we need to use evaporation. Now evaporation is used to separate soluble solids, for example like salt, from the solvent. Now you will not be able to get the solvent from evaporation. So for example, if this is salt water and you heat it up, what you get here is salt. You do not get the water as all the water has evaporated. So evaporation is only used to get the solid from the solvent. So a recap from last semester, what is the difference between evaporation and boiling? So firstly, the similarity is that both are from liquid to gaseous state. But if you remember, evaporation occurs at any temperature. But boiling occurs at a fixed temperature. So for example, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, but evaporation occurs at any temperature, for example, your sweat evaporating from your body. Evaporation only occurs at the surface of the liquid, but boiling, you see there are always bubbles throughout the liquid, so it occurs throughout the liquid. So can you also jot this down in the blank space in your notes? Now, out of interest, recently there's been a new invention that can actually turn seawater into drinking water via filtration. So let's see how this happens. Alright, so you realize that the scientists have actually created a filter that is able to filter out salt from water. So you look here, this is salt, and this is water. So what can you say about the size of the holes compared to the size of water and the size of salt? I hope we managed to get the answer that the size of the holes here are actually larger than that of the water particles, but smaller than that of salt. So actually these holes are quite small, so it's able to filter out salt from water. Now, traditionally, how we obtain salt from water is by these methods called salt pans. So this makes use of evaporation. So if you can see here, in countries where there's a lot of sun, for example the Scandinavian countries, you just put seawater in large pans like this, and after a long time the water evaporates, and then they pile the sand up into mountains of sand. So this is what you can see in the supermarket called sea salt. So this is really literally salt that comes from the sea. It is not table salt, so it has slightly different properties from table salt because it does have the minerals that come from seawater. So this is one of the uses of evaporation. Do jot it down in your notes as well. And other uses of evaporation, I'm sure you're familiar with this. When you're blowing your long hair, okay, you're evaporating water out of your hair. And for those of you who do the laundry or see your mom doing the laundry, okay, you're evaporating water out of the clothes as well so that the clothes can dry. So we have come to the end of this topic. Thank you for listening.